Yo, brother, man, brother Patrick. Patrick from the Castle Club, legend from the Fresh and Fit community. We are out here. It's your boy on Revenue Mentor. You're with Chris Lovers, aka the Matchmaker. My boy, how are you doing, Patrick, bro?
Dude, Chris, I'm doing good. Just got back home. Just came back from an awesome weekend with the boys in Miami, and just opened
Woo!
up so much things and so much possibilities. The mind frame changed, everything changed, and I'm ready for it, man.
Bro,
Super exciting.
did we disappoint?
Absolutely not. You could not put a dollar cost to what you could not put money to what I personally learned or just overall. That was
Hell
just
yeah, my
absolutely,
dude.
that was just it was life changing. Honestly, it was life changing.
Legendary, legendary stuff.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So, all right, while I'm dealing with a couple, camera difficulties here, I got some people calling me and stuff. My boy, go ahead and give them a quick like recap. Where are you from, and why did you and me link up out here in Miami, Florida, bro?
All right. My name's Patrick. I'm from Hawaii, Kauai in general, very the smallest island in the Hawaiian chains. Um, I linked up with Chris via the Castle Club meetup, along with a lot of the boys in the Airbnb, a lot of like-minded brothers, and pretty much to sum it up, man. We went to this mastermind that Fresh and Fit hosted, and there was absolute value in that. But the biggest value I would say is just meeting up with folks like Chris, and everybody up in the Airbnb. It was different journeys with the same goal in sight, and it was just, man, amazing.
Yo,
Good,
and
good
like
stuff, Chris.
even before we go any further, because we had connected with so many people, I like to give my shout outs now. So I'm gonna give a couple shout outs. You give a couple shout outs. I'm gonna shout out Chris from Fresh and Fit, Fresh from Fresh and Fit, Myron from Fresh and Fit, Jay Bills from Fresh and Fit, Big Mo from Fresh and Fit, Icy from Fresh and Fit, Melissa from Fresh and Fit. Yo, we know the top G is out here somewhere. And shout out to all the brothers in the brotherhood. I'm talking Carlo, shout out to you. Patrick, of course, shout out to you. Fiate, shout out to you. Roger, shout out to you. Julian and Julian, shout out to you. The list goes on, boy. Give
Yes,
me some shout
sir.
outs, bro. Oh, and
Bro,
also shout out to whoever you was with that one night, Patrick. My boy.
let's go. Hey, honestly, that's pretty much it, bro. Just shout out to the boys up in the Airbnb. You guys absolutely changed my life, man. Like, and I'll be honest with you. Here on here on the islands, there's not a lot of people that are in that right frame of mind. Like, it's absolutely insane how we could just bunch up a group of brothers. Like at one point, it had to be like what 20, 30 people in the same right frame set. Where over here, man, it's just really hard to find that. You know what I mean? So shout out
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
boys up in the Airbnb. Shout out to the boys for real. You guys know, you guys are the real niggas for sure. Now,
Hey, yo, that's what I'm talking about, bro. Like again, off the top of my head, I'm giving the shout outs. I'm saying shout out to Omar, shout out to Kent, shout out to Kat, shout out to TC, shout out to the boys. You know what? While
all
we're
the
on here,
boys.
I'm gonna give a proper shout out to everybody, bro. First and foremost, we are the Castle Club. We are the CEO Network. We are those real boys out here making it happen, bro. So we're gonna shout out Chase, of course, my brother Patrick, Don, Jason, Omar, Sammy,
Yes, sir.
Maite, Mike, Julian, Kent, TC, Suki, brother Suki, Roger, Jaleel, Abdul, Tom. Tom, where you at,
Don't
Tom? You
forget
know what
about Tom.
happened,
Where's he at?
Tom? Of course, Julius, Cartier J, Ivan, and Kaz. Kaz, you are a crazy and wild motherfucker. And Ken, you are a crazy wild motherfucker.
Hey, drop the link for that GoFundMe account for Tom, man. Hey, drop.
Yo, we will get to that soon. But my boy, as you know, for everyone that's watching right now, I'm going to give you a quick recap of what Revenue Mentor is. Most people that have seen me on Fresh and Fit in this community know me as a matchmaker, and that's true. Before I got hacked by fucking people on Instagram, your boy was doing the full matchmaker brand, but I also have various talents in various areas, including sales, advertising, marketing, e-commerce, networking, and dating. So we got the three-headed beast: sales, networking, marketing, and then of course e-commerce, networking, and dating, the other three-headed beast. You know, we got monsters out here, but I make sure that my boys can take full advantage of it. Patrick, please give them a little bit of a recap of what we had talked about before we went and asked questions, before we went to the mastermind, what we talked about when the Brotherhood met up and we linked up, and it was you, me, and the brothers, boy.
So pretty much, what we were talking about was pretty much what I got out of it is like pretty much how would I say this? This was pretty much like when me and you talked personally. I mean, we talked about personal branding. That was a huge part about like what I struggle with. I mean, other things. We were just pretty much talking about what me and the boys, what we were all about, and how to convey a message and how to get it consolidated in a way where, say, if we were to ask a question to Myron, to Fresh, how would they remember us as? And that was like pretty much what I got out of it is how to. Chris, help me out with this.
Pitch yourself.
Yeah, exactly. How to pace and like how you're saying sales is everything is pretty much how can we pitch this an idea that you have in your head to someone of higher value so that they can remember you.
Exactly. How you're able to collectively articulate all that you are in the shortest
Yes.
amount of time with the most amount of
Yes.
value,
Yes.
which is
Yes.
fucking amazing, my boy. So, Patrick, do you recognize the shirt your boy's wearing?
Absolutely. That's the that's the
Can you
shirt.
explain to the people why I'm wearing this, bro?
Hey, you already know it's already like it's tight in the right spots. It already portrays that playboy in you. I mean, not gonna lie,
Hey,
1 for 1 compared to every boy. We got 0 for 3s with the
hey,
boys. I'm 1 for 1. I'm 1 for 1. But
yes,
those
sir.
shirts, man, those are the killer shirts, bro. Those are the shirts that when you're out there trying to do some business.
So,
That's
for
what it
those that don't
is.
know, my boy Patrick out here actually be slaying when it comes to lady time. And funny enough, I'm out there. I'm wearing like some linen t-shirts, and then I see Patrick pull up, and he has this exact shirt in a different color, all the way out there in Hawaii. But when you
Yes,
wear
sir.
something like this, you wear it to look good, you wear it to look fly, you wear it to look fresh, and you wear it to look attractive. And that's exactly what I was doing. So game recognized game, player recognized player. When I seen him out there, and I was like, "Yo, my boy's lady killing." Sure enough, who was the one that ended up smashing or lady killing while we was out there? Allegedly, it was my boy Patrick. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes,
So,
sir.
Patrick, what I'm doing today is building you a life plan. What we're going to do is we're going to assess you. We're going to talk about your Turo business. We're going to talk about where you're at. We're going to talk about making sure you have a well-rounded life. And we're going to run through and give you a good motherfucking life plan. And when I give you that life plan, we're going to keep upgrading that life plan all the fucking time. Just like upgrading a phone, bro. We're going to upgrade that shit on the regular, my boy. Because I take your life very seriously, and that's what we do out here at Revenue Mentor. So I'm going to write down some details about my boy Patrick right now. Patrick, how old are you, brother?
I'm 26.
26, fucking legend. Can you tell people a little bit about your Turo business?
My Turo business. So pretty much my Turo business. I
Keep,
started it.
keep in mind, why do I know about your Turo business?
I talked to you personally about it. So it's a Turo business that I've scaled to 20 vehicles. I started it from zero. I was just a cashier at Costco. Took a leap of faith right when there was a window of opportunity back in 2022 when the state first opened after the pandemic. And I was telling you a little bit about this. Like, it was crazy. I mean, I was getting parts for 15 grand or so, and I'm renting them out for $300 a day, and I scaled it from there. So it's a big window of opportunity right there.
Yes, sir. And the reason I know about your Turo business is because I spotted a hustler, son. That was
Ah.
the I could
Yes,
tell.
sir.
I could tell homie was a hustler, bro. I seen it on him. When I saw him walking into the Airbnb, I was like, yo, for sure, that man be getting the bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
okay, let's talk about
Humble.
like your hustle and your come up. I know that you are a tour guide out there in Hawaii. Please show us a little bit of the beautiful Hawaii, man. You know what I'm saying? Of course,
It's
we're
not.
living in Florida, but Hawaii is legendary, man. The
It's
trees
not
look
much,
beautiful
man.
from here.
I mean, it's not really much. I mean, we're at a parking lot at the mall, but I mean, this is like super surface level. Got a little bit of, some palm trees and whatnot up over there. I mean, I should have did this at the beach, man. But
Hey, yo, you're
hey,
gonna have to give us that tour.
oh, absolutely. Hey, next Castle Club meeting is gonna be up in Hawaii, I swear. That's why we got to do it.
Yo, that's insane. All the brothers
Got to
and
do it.
food and fresh and stuff out in Hawaii, that's legendary moves, boy. All right,
You're gonna have to
so
give me a. Yep.
you're 26 years old. To me, you were in high school yesterday, bro. No, I'm kidding. You were in college yesterday, though, right? So give me a little bit of like what you believe is your background as a working dude, from like the kid version of yourself as a hustler to like the high school version of yourself as a worker to like the college version of yourself as a worker to who you are today. Give me some of your background. And also, while you give me some of your background, after that, give me some of the things that you've got your eyes on currently.
So pretty much, I felt like as a younger kid individually, especially when the hustle started when I was in high school, I used to start. I used to work at Foot Locker, and I seen it as a window of opportunity for me to start hustling. Not as far as money goes, but it was more for with me. I was a big time sneakerhead in high school. It was me working at Foot Locker, and even though I was not supposed to abuse my discounts, buy all these Jordan retros, collect them, and turn those shoes into something that is of higher value, which is a shoe that would be, uh, like say, like a Nike Yeezy, so or Adidas Yeezy back in the time. Sorry, but I turned those shoes into a shoe that I wanted as an end goal. So me buying like say four general release Jordans, turning that into one quality sneaker, like a Jordan 1 that I wanted, turning that Jordan 1, buying more of those uh, shoes that I had at the store, and turning that into an Adidas Yeezy, turning the Adidas Yeezy into a Nike Yeezy. I scaled that to the point where I made it, where I was that guy in high school wearing Nike Yeezys, and these Nike Yeezys were like basically like two, three, $4,000 shoes, and that pretty much going into life after high school turned into me flipping um, it into money, basically. So it turned from me wanting the shoe to me seeing a window of opportunity of me making money. So that afterwards turned into Amazon FBA after high school, Amazon FBA, and then eventually I did Amazon FBA. It turned into always finding that window of opportunity of finding money, right? And that's where the Turo business basically came into um, came into float. So I think just me as the growth was happening, it was always that way to find an opportunity to make money.
Yes, sir. Also, tell us a little bit about the other thing that you do as well as being a tour guide. But real
Or
quick, while you were working at Foot Locker, were you a key holder?
a key holder, I
Hey, yo,
was.
shout out
Yo,
to Vite, man. That's an inside joke.
I was not a key holder actually. I was just a normal sales associate.
No problem, my guy. It wasn't that big a deal anyway, man.
Yo, that oh my god, that story went for freaking hours, man. It was a spinning circle for sure.
Yo,
But
literally.
sorry, say what was the question again?
All right, so you give out there in Hawaii, you like give people tours of the Hawaiian Islands?
Yes, I do. I give them tours. I provide transportation for a lot of folks through this transportation company. I also work at um, a small juice company, Kauai Juice, and do fulfillment for them in the morning as well.
Good shit, my boy. So look, I want to say like I know a guy named Mario. Shout out to Mario, YY Sneakers out here, and he actually started a business with Turo after being a hustler for a long time as well. And in 2023, he had just become a millionaire from 20 cars.
Oh wow.
And he's going from 20 cars to 50 cars currently. So he's probably still expanding. I got to hit him up and see if he finished expanding. But like that would be going beyond the seven-figure range. Tell me about how many cars that you have in Turo and how that works out in the Hawaiian Islands. Because for anyone watching, you know you have to be very responsible with Turo. You have to be keeping up with the cars, keeping up with the car insurance, keeping up with the keys, and making sure that you're the ultimate key holder. And just making sure
Absolutely.
everybody has their stuff, and then you collect the car. Give us the responsibilities with Turo, bro.
So pretty much responsibilities as far as running the business goes. You're looking at, making sure that your cars are always going to be in quality condition. because ultimately you want to give a vehicle that works and has basically no liability as far as you know you giving a shit car, they get into an accident, they are on the side of the road. That's gonna basically lose your reputation. And then on top of that, you pretty much I have to delegate my cleaning crew to make sure that the crew is giving them clean cars. So I have to make sure that in picture I show them exactly what I expect with the vehicle.
And what is like your lowest car per day rent, and then what is your highest car per day rent?
As far as like, I mean, it does fluctuate between like the summertime where I can get peak value for my vehicle. So you're
Yeah.
looking at minivans in the $130 to $140 range per day. Um,
Okay, okay. Is
yes.
130 the lowest in
Um,
that like respective time fluctuation?
oh, okay. Sorry, that would be the highest. My apologies. Um,
What's the lowest one?
lowest as far as like my economy cars go.
Yeah, yeah. Like whatever, like I
Um,
can go in, is it 40 bucks, 50 bucks like per day?
yeah. So like my economy cars are probably like 45 dollars a day.
All right, so
Um,
40 is like the lowest for your cars, and then the highest is
yes.
about 130 or
130,
230
140.
or
Um,
140. Okay.
yeah.
All right, so I understand you got some ranges you're working with. I wrote down we were working with like a window of the lowest being 40 to 140, which is
Okay.
fantastic, by the
Yes.
way. Obviously, something you can scale within reason. I mean, I don't know how far you could scale shit in Hawaii
I think
because
we
of the
can go through the roof.
islands.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
we
yeah.
could. I mean, just as far as like, I mean, it's not like we're in the middle of Nebraska or anything, right? Like the
Yo.
tourism, bro. Shout out Tom. Shout out
Yo, shout out to Tom, bro.
bro. They got him. They got him.
They got it,
Um,
bro. That was Scrippus is evil.
but yeah, like here in Hawaii, I mean, the tourism industry is the main source of tourism. Is basically the only economy that we have here.
Right.
So it's billions of dollars every year coming in. I mean, when it comes to this, transportation is probably number one for what guests need. So I think it's absolutely scalable for sure.
Yo, that's crazy because like it sounds like you're at the top of being a hustler in your respective area, right? Even if I go to the Bahamas, one of the things that people will say out there is, look, man, we treat our tourists like better than we treat our own family because these are the people that pay for us to live out here. So we take care of them. You know, it's a very respective mentality because you're delivering value, and the more kindness and the more value that you show them, ultimately they're there and they're going to show you love and spend that money and have a great experience. And that experience is the most sought after thing on Instagram, social media, between women who spend the most money on the internet for traveling. That experience is something that's like sought for often, and you are the guy providing that stuff. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I know you'd be taking advantage of that, Patrick.
Experiences.
I'm
You
saying,
know.
my boy, you do it so much. You came over here. My boy Patrick goes to Kiki on the river, like, yeah, yeah, man, I'm here for the experience.
Bro, that was fun. Yo, that place is a really, really cool spot. I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing like that over here.
Yo,
You know what I
shout out to
mean?
Kiki on the river. It's right over here. Right,
Yeah.
right this way. So, like, my boy, bro, when you move over here to Florida, you are connected, never neglected, always respected, and you know the lay of the land, you know the game.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, all right, Foot Locker, collecting shoes, being a fucking hustler, flipping Yeezys, getting on Amazon FBA, learning how Amazon works. That's very good, especially like for just having any knowledge in e-commerce. And when you were doing FBA, did you do it like manually and you went in the back end and you put products in on Amazon, or were you like doing it like fulfillment and you were doing fulfillment and you never saw the product, never touched the product, and you just handled the logistics?
I pretty much was doing like online and retail arbitrage. Are you familiar with that?
Yes,
So
sir.
pretty much I
So
was going
I will
into
give people a
stores.
quick summary of what arbitrage is in general. Let's say I went to Walmart and I got this bottle and I found this bottle of water for 7 cents and I bought it out of Walmart for 7 cents. And then I built my own store and then I sold it for $1.07 and I'm making $1 per unit. That is called retail arbitrage. For Patrick, give us the real definition of a real hustler doing arbitrage, my boy.
Oh, so this is where the hustle really comes, and this is where you need to know what you're buying. You need to go. And my way of what I did as far as Amazon goes, I was going into stores, scanning every product, looking for discounts, haggling managers to see if I can buy out their pallets, all this kind of stuff, just to ship over to Amazon and make money that way. So it was a lot of like research, a lot of trial and error, and just trying to find things that actually worked, which there was, but you actually literally had to go into the store, hustle, and figure out what actually works instead of you going to like a wholesale distributor, get it at so and so price, and actually flipping it. It was a big time hustle for sure because it was
Yeah.
hundreds of items, just going through Costco, Walmart, Targets, and scanning literally everything to find a profit margin that worked.
No, I love that you were going to the actual like wholesaler and stuff and doing all that because that gives you like the biggest macro perspective of how the world works, right? So
Yes.
when you're going there and you're clearing out their pallets, give us a quick like summary of what that's like when you're searching up a pallet. You're going and you're buying the homie's pallet. You're like, yo, listen, I need this at the lowest cost for the most amount of value. Give us the hustle, bro.
Bro, like a personal item that actually worked, or
Give me
are you
like
talking
like
like,
one or two personal experiences you had like to do the research to go out there and find those pallets.
bro? I mean, there was this one item. It was like those smoke detectors. For whatever reason, when I scanned it at Costco, that smoke alarm was a two pack for $25, selling on Amazon for $65. I looked up and I seen four pallets of them, and I was like, "Motherfucker, I'm gonna buy this right now." Like the metrics on Amazon showed that it was selling like 500 units a month, and I was like, "Yo, I need it. I need this." So I go to the manager and I was like, "Hey, I need all of these pallets," and they looked at me like I was a weirdo, and I was like, "Yo, I promise you, I need them all." And it was even worse loading it up into my truck because oh my goodness, like you can imagine in the back just trying to get pallets on top of your truck. It was crazy stuff. It was really,
Man,
really interesting. Yeah.
you have a truck?
I have a truck back home. Yeah.
Fucking fire, my boy. Real quick side note, if you don't know this, Julian from Michigan, he is into that like retrofitting fire alarm industry. So if you have
Yeah.
anything
Yeah.
that you can hustle with him, bro, you let him know.
Yeah. For sure. I'm a little bit out of Amazon, but then yeah, I'll probably if I do kick it back and then try to find some stuff, I'll definitely hit them up for sure.
So we talked a little bit about what you did with flipping the shoes, doing some things in FBA, and then of course we're going to talk a little bit about Turo on and off here. I think you have really good range here between the $40 price point and the $140 price point. I didn't even get a chance to ask you about the cars that you have. I'm guessing how many cars do you have in Hawaii? I think you actually have about 20.
20. Yes.
20. So you have a super scalable business, which is insane, right? You're just running
Sure.
at different margins than probably Mario. And I haven't talked to
Yes.
Mario for a while. I got to hit him back up, see if he's still in the game. So what do you have your eyes on? Is it crypto, e-commerce? You know, where does the Patrick legend, the boy who be out here letting the girls know he's a legend, where does my legend want to be at?
So right now, I mean, like as far as the future goes, I mean, I'm going into aviation school in July. I'm going to start training. But I did, as far as like like another hustle that I was looking at, I just bought PJ's mastermind for flipping watches. So really interested in seeing how that goes. I'm gonna go try to study up as much as I can and try to implement it as a side hustle that I can use while I'm training flight training because the flight training is going to be in Honolulu, where there's going to be a lot more, as you can say, like individuals that are in that market that I could possibly start, you know, putting my
Yo,
face in front of.
fuck yeah, dude. We literally have a dude in our original Miami Castle Club. He was actually at the meet and greet and he was asking Myron a bunch of questions about like what's currently going on
Yes.
with the war and stuff. You know Zod, aka Beck?
That was the guy right next to us, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, yeah,
You are
him.
right. Yeah, 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 yeah.
He sells watches all day and night for a living, so you should definitely connect with him. I'll get you his info. I have his phone number and stuff. And you need to just hit him up on Instagram and just I'm gonna send you his Instagram right now. Your boy Zod. And what you're gonna do, man, just be like, hey, yo, I know you be flipping these pieces all day, every day, man. What's it like? What I gotta do? What I gotta get into it? So look, we're making shit happen right now, bro.
Networking, bro. Network's crazy.
Networking like a motherfucker. That's him right there. So tell him, Chris from the Castle Club told me to tell you, or told you to tell him, hey man, what do I gotta do to get in the watch flipping pieces?
Yes, sir. We'll do.
Yeah. And if yeah, man, you take a look at his things, he be flipping Rolexes. He has actually laid out the game before on what he has to do to like have pieces hold them, go up in value, sell that, like the whole thing, the whole like dynamic. So I think doing that is super cool. And then yo, shout out to PJ who gave an amazing story, Mr. I Make Millionaires. Bro, you know what I
Bro.
loved about PJ's story is how like fierce, how nonstop, how powerful, how straight to the point. But he never let up on the story. He just went like a fucking locomotive, bro.
Oh,
Talk about a
relentless
guy who
savage,
claims he
bro.
had no confidence. He had motherfucking
Oh,
confidence.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And that was the whole mindset change from his talk. It was absolutely life changing, man.
So let's talk a little bit about aviation school, right? It seems very important to you. Shout out to Top Gun, bro. You ever seen that movie?
Oh, I have.
You like that movie? You envision
With some
yourself like the dude on the
aviators.
motorcycle with the military jacket with the baddie on the.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not that extreme, but definitely, badass, career for sure. But maybe not that relentless.
And what do you envision yourself flying? Is it like jets that we see in the military? Is it just normal planes that for use for travel? Is it helicopters?
Yeah, I'm just looking into the commercial, flying just in the regular airliners. But I'm not
Oh,
entirely, yeah, I'm not completely for certain what I want to do just yet. But I was looking at probably in the regular airliners or possibly private jets too would be really really cool. But we'll see.
bro.
It's still a grind.
And it looks like
So,
God is shining his light on you right now, bro. Okay, so let's talk about this real quick, right? You go to aviation school. What do you think about doing aviation school? Hawaii, Florida? Of course, I
um,
want you to do it in Florida, but what are you thinking right now?
honestly, it's looking like it's going to be in Hawaii. To be honest with you, only reason
Okay.
why I say that is that flight school just introduced the funneling program where you can get a direct flow right into Horizon Airlines, which is basically, I mean, best way to kind of reference is it's like the minor leagues until you go into the major leagues, which would be Alaskan Airlines. And Alaskan Airlines pretty much made a merger with Hawaiian Airlines, and ultimately it was one of my dreams is to fly for Hawaiian Airlines and be back home.
Quick side note, when you do become a pilot, I want to know what's behind the ice wall, bro.
What do you mean?
We are flying past the ice wall, bro. I want to know what the fuck is going on with Antarctica. We'll talk about that side note later.
Yes, sir. Holy smokes.
Yes. Okay. All right. Back to over here, right? So, do you want to do this because, like, you envision yourself as a pilot, making a pilot salary on like a yearly basis because you want to travel a lot? You want to go from state to state, country to country? Is that the game plan?
Yes, traveling is a big thing for me. I mean, I'm all about experiences, as you know. Um, and
I know.
yeah, for sure, bro. But yeah, and traveling, I mean, and that's what that whole discovery flight, pretty much a huge, just being in that left seat, trying to see what it's all about. That solidified that I really wanted to do it was just that whole experience of like being up in the air, in a seat, traveling up in the air. It was a surreal feeling. I can't really put into words how it felt, but it was really, really cool.
So that guy Mario that I was talking about, he also does Turo like you. His goal is to buy an airplane or to buy a jet. And it's very funny to see how like you guys in the logistics and transportation business want to be always moving, always on the go. It's interesting similarity. Now, let me ask you this, right? Let's what we're gonna do right now is the most important thing that I do personally, right? We're gonna tap into your mind and we're gonna give you a mindset and we're gonna set visions. So as we set a vision, your vision will be so grand that you'll be able to convey it in moments just like how we pitched it. You'll be able to put it down on a vision board and look at it. And with that vision, you'll be able to tap into your mind and move and do what you're supposed to, right? Tapping into your mentality or tapping into your vision is how I met 50 Cent. Tapping into your vision is how I met up with Fresh and Fit. Me and that guy Benny, who I just dropped the photos in with Top G, Tristan, Jay Waller. Me and him have been talking about or having conversations about Andrew Tate probably since like 2023. It's 2025 he meets Andrew Tate. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The power of your mind and your vision is everything. So you were going to start tapping into the mind of Patrick, which I imagine is very powerful based on the things I'm writing down here. Do you envision yourself as like flying and owning an FBA store, or flying and owning an e-commerce store, and flying and owning a Turo business, or flying and owning other like private jet seats that you're selling? Do you imagine yourself in the sky selling while you're traveling?
So surface level, I do know that I want more than just a pilot salary. I want to scale this transportation business where it's automated, where I can scale it to God knows what, through the roof for sure. So I envision myself scaling this Turo business. I really want to get it up to 100 vehicles while simultaneously working this career. But I mean, bigger picture, I really wanted to. I have to tap into this a little bit more, but see if I could possibly tap into the industry where I can provide um, flights and be based out here in Hawaii, like through private jets and whatnot. That's a little envision that I had. It was just an idea, but that's kind of what I see in myself as I grow in this career in aviation, is possibly, seeing logistically what it would take to possibly have a hub here for private jets to transport individuals through the Asia Pacific region. You know what I mean? Because Hawaii is such a huge, like, um, what would I say? From North America, there's Hawaii, and then there's Asia. I wanted to see if I can dock people or have a hub where I can transport people in private jets to the Asia, to basically Asia, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does make sense. And that's why I told you about that. I believe it was the XO application where people are starting to kind of be able to sell seats and reserve seats in that way.
Yes, yes, yes,
So
yes.
if you stick with your Turo, which I imagine is what you want to do, you want to keep your Turo while you're doing what you're doing, because I imagine it's a good source of income. This immediately puts you in a boss position. You are immediately at the top of this hustle, because tourism is a top-notch hustle over there in Hawaii, and you are the boss. And we talked about this. When you leave and your people are over there in Hawaii, they probably don't know what to do as well as when you're there. You are the boss. It all comes down to you. And what does a boss need? A boss needs to get better at delegation and get better at raising capital. So, let's talk about like your people, right? If we got on a Zoom call with your people right now, how many people do you have running your Turo business?
I got two individuals right now.
Two individuals, and does that include the cleaning crew?
They are the cleaning crew, yes.
They are the cleaning crew. Okay, so the two individuals is the cleaning crew, and do they also give the keys to the tourists?
So it's all remote. Lock boxes. We got lock boxes in place, so that we don't have to meet with the tourists.
All right, so because we're on the internet, you can talk to me about your numbers in private. You can talk to me about your numbers in public. I don't care. If you want to be transparent like Myron, that's cool. If you want to like really conceal your hustle until you feel more comfortable letting it out there, that's cool too, right? But we're talking, it's recording, and we got to like break down some numbers, right? So after your, let's say, net profit, you have your net profit. How much are you paying the two hustlers right now?
So I'm paying them by so they clean per car. I pretty much so every minivan that they clean is a $40 to them. Everything else is $30. So cars, SUVs, that's $30 for them per vehicle.
So they get paid $40 to $30 per clean.
Yes.
And because there's 20 cars, they can actually make a little bit of good money there, right? So let's
Absolutely,
say,
yeah, 100%.
30 times 20, what is that's 600 or 200 a day, right? I mean, what do they do? Do they clean it all in a day? Do they clean it over the
Um,
week? Or what do you normally see their pattern and what do you want from them?
so pretty much, I mean, they know they have my co-hosting feature on Turo, so they know when cars are coming in and coming out. So pretty much, what they would probably make in a week is probably like 200 to 300 bucks in less than 8 hours of work.
Wow.
Because it's a quick clean. Sorry, Chris. Can you say it one more time? What else
So, no,
you
you're
asking?
answering the question properly because what I want to understand is do either of these people have the ability to be Patrick on any given day? Can
Yes.
they
I
run the
mean,
business on any given day? Can they hustle like you hustle?
they can definitely run the business. I mean, they have the keys as far as they have the keys to message guests. They have the keys to access the keys. They have basically everything that they need to run the business. They were running the business for me while I was actually in Miami.
And how did that go? Did you feel like they dropped the ball? Did you feel like they did really
Oh,
good?
no, they knew exactly what to do. They knew what prompts to do. They reached out a couple times for sure. There was a couple guests that were late, and they just wanted to make sure that they weren't like tripping and they can't find the car for sure. So that's where I stepped in and had to give a guest some calls and whatnot. Um,
So just like when you were out here in Miami and they're hitting you up and they're talking to you, you also believe that if you were in aviation school, that they'd be able to help you with your business?
Absolutely, for sure, they are absolute asset to me. I mean, just because they know what to do. I mean, I definitely could delegate 90% of my work to them for sure.
So let's say that I was running a Turo business, and we're going to talk about scaling it up a little bit, right? Because you need more money, and like everyone else, right? Costs are going up, gas is going up, uh, transportation, logistics is going up. Everybody's charging more, charging more. Inflation's at all-time high. We had like a secret recession that nobody talks about, and we're kind of still coming out of that, and it's going up and down, and the economy's nuts. So everybody needs more money, right? Now, if you were over here in the States, is what they call it when you're in Hawaii, right? When you're in the
Yep.
States, if I wanted a new car, I could go to like a dealership like CarMax to get a new car, or I could go on Craigslist to find a new car, and then get like a low price car, low mileage on the car, buy the car.
Yes.
Cars cost anywhere between like when you're doing this business, probably you want to spend nothing between more than 2,000 and 10,000, right? So
Yes.
what are you looking to have a fleet? Well, first of all, let's talk about parking. How are you doing with parking right now?
So I rent from this um, person that owns a commercial lot. You can maximize that spot for 20 to 25 vehicles. I'm paying $700 a month for that.
All right, so I was really going to ask you. Okay, so 700 a month to park. Can you park more cars?
I could pack it a little bit more, but it looks like 25 is the cap.
20, so if you took on five more, you'd be stuck after that. If you
But
did take on 30, 40, 50, where would you put them?
I don't think that would be an issue just because there's also cars that's out on rentals. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Um, but honestly, I have not put a contingency plan on that as far as like when I do build the business where I would be storing these vehicles. But that's probably where I can tap into some people that I know as far as possibly parking it, or if they know anybody that has commercial space available.
So you're paying $700 a month, plus you're paying the employees per car, anywhere from 40 to 50, and you're charging a minimum of 40, a maximum of 140. How much is this grossing monthly? Because, like, again, you can tell me privately or you can say it right here. It doesn't matter because your boy's got to run some numbers and do what I can to scale you up anyway.
For sure. I mean, my revenue averages from 12, no, sorry, 14 grand to 22 grand a month as far as revenue goes.
Fucking legend, bro. Also, by the way, yo, if y'all boys don't know, this man used his hard-earned money to take care of me when we was out here, bro. Dog, hit me with
Bro,
some
we always
energy
got,
drinks,
hey,
hit me with
bro,
some gas.
Yo, you gave the value, bro. Imagine my dumbass trying to navigate through Miami, bro. You had the ultimate value, and you just, bro, you gave us everything we needed, bro. The least I could do is give you an energy drink and gas money.
Yo, blessings, my boy.
Yes, sir.
Fuck yes. All right. So let's say that this is a large range because you're going with the yearly fluctuations, right? Between the 14 and the 22. What does your average cost per month look like?
As far as like money all in towards the business.
Like, okay, is the 14 to the 22 gross revenue or like net profit is like a profit after the fees? How much are you spending, like every month
Um,
out
just
of
to
the
keep the business
business?
afloat. Just
Yeah,
to keep
yeah,
the business afloat. Okay. I'm looking at maybe kind of just depends. It's like if a car goes out, I obviously have to go get it fixed. I'm looking roughly about 8 grand at the top, but I would say like 5 to 8 grand is roughly how much I'm putting towards the business just to keep it afloat.
So let's use the lowest number right now, right? Let's say you're making 14 grand a month. On 14 grand a month, are you spending also 8,000 a month and then the rest is profit?
No, I'm keeping that in the account.
All 14, or like does it have to go to like fixing cars and
Oh, no, no, no. So 14 grand is just the revenue that I'm getting,
right?
and so the five
Minus the
grand
cost.
goes
What is the cost?
cost to what? Like,
Like for example, like you profited, right? But like in
yeah,
the month, you might have costs as far as like repairs, or you might have costs of filling. Well, like obviously you pay the parking, right? So
right.
the parking plus the employees, that's already like 740, 780. Like how much are you spending, like just monthly, how much are you spending every month to keep business operations going?
Yeah. So that 5 to 8 grand is roughly how much I'm spending. Oh,
So
sorry,
you're,
sorry about that. So revenue is at 14 to 22, right?
yeah,
That
yeah,
I told you. That's not the
right.
profit. So that 5 to 8 grand is what I'm keeping just to make sure that, or what I'm spending to keep the business afloat. Does that make
So
sense?
like you earn, like if I minus 8,000 out of 1,400, right? Let's say it was a lower month because we could use the higher month, but like we'll get to that. We want you to have profits and shit. You know what I'm saying? So 14,000 minus 8,000. The 8,000 is profit to you. Therefore, you're spending 6,000 a month.
Roughly. That's like a good average of as far as how much I'm spending.
Okay. And what is the rest of the money going to? Because if you're spending 6,000 a month, is it fees to Turo? Is it gasoline? Because 700 a month is parking and 40 per car for cleaning for the two guys. So that's
Yes.
that's a few hundred, right? But that's a huge gap between the 700, let's say roughly like 900 or 1,000 to get them cleaning and shit. So you're spending like 1,000 on them all the way to the 6,000. That's the extra 5,000. What is that being spent on?
Uh, it's being spent on keeping maintenance. Like maintenance is a huge. Sometimes like it just seems like every month I'm getting like some sort of major repair where it's costing
Okay.
one to
What does
three thousand.
maintenance on these vehicles look like? Is it tires? Is it engines? Is it oil
Uh,
changes?
Tires, engine, oil changes. Sometimes it just seems like some major part blows up in the engine where I have to go get fixed. That costs like 2 to 3 grand per car. That's the one big expense that I would have to pay, just because they're always on the go. You know what I
I
mean?
understand that. I understand that. Yo, the car dealership must fucking love you, my boy.
Oh no, I actually built a. I have a friend that's a mechanic that fixes my cars on the side. That has access to a
Okay,
shop. Yes,
so you pay him. You pay him directly.
yes. Hey Chris, my iPad's about to die. Let me switch over to on my phone real quick.
No problem, my boy. Do you need me to text it to your phone or what's up?
No, I got it. I got it. Let
Good
me get
shit,
this real
G.
quick.
Now you're good, legend. Take a moment.
Recording in progress.
Let me.
Yes, sir. There we go, my boy.
Hold on
All
one
right,
second.
all right. So let's say that you go into also, by the way, are you also doing like crypto or e-commerce or other businesses, or is it just straight up like I'm going from Turo to aviation?
Turo to aviation. As of right now,
All right. Are you dropping Turo when you do aviation, or are you keeping Turo?
I'm keeping it currently. That's the plan.
All right. So you're making, well, let me see. You're making 6,000 a month or making 8,000 a month on the low end. Let me see.
Sorry, 1 second, Chris.
No, you're good, brother. 1,400 minus. I believe you have 6,000 a month in costs, right? Do you think you spend 8,000 a month on repairs or 6,000 a month on repairs?
1 second. Oh, fuck. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you on my. Okay, perfect. Cool. Sorry. Can you go over that one more time?
Not a problem, brother, man. So now we're talking about like your life plan. We know we're figuring out who you are still. We're still in like the evaluation stage, right?
Mhm.
So we can talk about scaling up the Turo business, which I think is ultimately the plan, because I want to talk about like running advertisements because that's huge, right?
Yes.
But right now you believe that you're spending 6,000 a month in repair?
Roughly, roughly about like it's like miscellaneous stuff like tires, repairs, maintenance on vehicles. Roughly, that's what I'm spending. Like cracked windshields always happen all the time. Uh,
Really? What are
yeah,
they doing?
dude, I don't know
Fucking
why.
on the hood, bro? Or
Bro,
throwing
seriously,
coconuts at
dude.
the
I don't know, man. Like it just seems like there's a windshield that's always going out. It's
That's
crazy.
crazy. In
Yeah.
Florida, this in the state of Florida, it's a law that if the front windshield is cracked, they switch it out for free.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Damn.
you should definitely know that, my boy.
That's a that's a dope law. It's not over here.
Oh, for real, that's crazy, man. Like literally, if I went and if your car
Yeah.
was here and I took like a rock and I just smashed your windshield in, the state of Florida will give you a new windshield for free.
That's
So like,
crazy.
yeah, they take
That's
driving
that's a dope one.
laws very seriously here, obviously. So okay, you're spending 6,000 a month or 8,000 a month on the low end.
Six is the low.
Six is the low end. Okay. All right, so that's not bad at all, my boy, because like you're still profiting more than you're spending. Like most business owners only fucking dream to be in that situation. So you're in. Listen, ladies. Let me have you understand something real quick. We's talking with a high value man right now. If you don't understand that when you speaking to Patrick, you're
Oh,
talking to a high value man right now. Y'all ladies
oh
don't
man.
know how to. You don't got no intuition.
Appreciate that, Chris. Thank you.
Fuck yeah. So like I know like with your profit, you know what I'm saying? You're dealing with groceries, you're dealing with rent, you're dealing with like all the shit you gotta do with life. I get it, right? So then let's talk about like business in Hawaii. Are you using like business credit cards or leveraging business accounts or getting business loans or no, don't do loans if you don't have to, unless you understand it. But are you getting
I
any business funding?
No, I have not. I actually talked to shout out to Luis, out at the mastermind. He actually gave me his card for business funding. So I'm gonna go hit him up
Yeah.
on the side to start possibly scaling this business in that sense.
What
But
I would like you to do is coordinate that on the Zoom call here if you can.
yeah,
And then we'll
it's
get to learn about what he has to offer business funding because again, we're getting more people in the community. If they see that you are successfully doing that and he's successfully doing that, we're connecting the network right here, my boy.
yes, sir.
Yeah, business funding would be dope. Now let's talk about like, Turo, most businesses like that have advertising built into the platform. Do you do ad spend?
I do not. Turo actually does all the advertisement for me. I don't spend a single dollar as far as advertisement goes, but I do also was looking into getting into the private car rental business as another way to, because the one thing that I'm dealing with on Turo is we're fighting with the host. My competition is the host, where we should be together keeping the price higher than it should be. Does that make sense?
Explain who
Am
the
I,
host is. Is the host Turo? Is the person driving the car the host? Who's the host?
the host is the vehicle owner that's providing the vehicle to the guest. So I
Do
would
you
be the
not
host.
own the vehicles?
What's that?
Do you own the vehicles?
Oh, I own the vehicles. I'm talking about like, so I'm host, but so and so, like, say you can be a host because you're the
Oh, you're
owner of the
fighting
vehicle.
other hosts?
Yes, yes,
Yo, you
yes.
want us to take him out, bro? You got a brotherhood. Let's go knock these boys
Bro,
down.
dude, slash their tires, bro.
So give me like what
But
is competition like out there on the island?
well, they're just undercutting people.
Explain.
They're just undercutting me.
You
Other
list
hosts.
something for 40, they list something for 20?
Uh, maybe not 20, but like, they just keep going until they keep dropping the price until they get a rental, is what I'm saying. But like, say the big agencies like Hertz, Enterprise, they would be at 70, $80 a day. You know what I mean? Like, we should keep the prices high. That's the one thing that I'm competing with.
Right. And that is what I want because price is not a problem. Price is a
Yes.
perception. Price is listen. It's not about what you sell, it's about how you sell, and you already understand experiences. So like what I do is I optimize everything, and I want to talk about scaling for a little bit, right? This is exactly what I do. If I was out there in Hawaii with you and I said, yo, Patrick, bro, bring me into your hustle and let's make some money together. Well, the first thing I would do is say, Patrick, all right, you've got 8,000 extra in revenue, right? So let's say that you have 8,000 extra dollars. And I understand you probably are using some of that for rent and groceries and normal shit for your own life, right? I get that. But you
Yes.
have some extra profit, okay? What I would say is, my brother, have you ever tried Google ads or TikTok ads? Have you ever done
Never
that?
did.
Okay,
No
so
experience
that's
with it.
to be able to afford my entire life out here, everything is ad spend, baby. That's what the fuck we do. That's when we were sitting down and we were talking to Omar. He understands his business to the point where he spends $1 and gets $4 back. And that's the kind of place where I want you to be. Because what ad spend is that before the customer gets there, you can advertise your car. Or while the customer just landed, you can advertise your car. So if you're doing ad spend through all the social media channels and Google, the moment the fucking customer wants an experience, you can sell that experience and you're the best in the tourism area, right? So when it comes down to like, give me an idea of like two of your vehicles, two of your favorite vehicles in your fleet.
So I got a Ford Bronco, 2022 Ford Bronco.
Ford Bronco
Really,
2022.
what I like about it is how spacious it is, and it's a lot more badass than a Jeep Wrangler. Got some nice beefy tires on there. It's soft top. You can drop it down, enjoy some sunshine. It's a really, really fun vehicle.
And then
Two, not really a fun one. I just like the money it brings in. Just a Honda Odyssey.
Honda Odyssey, okay?
It's great for the families. Seats up to 8 people. Um, nice leather seats, sunroof. Really fun vehicle.
So, all right, this is exactly what I would say. I would say, Patrick, I want you to use Google Ads to sell an experience, right? So, is that what you're currently doing with Turo? Are you only using the Turo app, or are you using the Turo app plus social media, like the Turo app plus Instagram, or like just like
No,
how do you
it's
sell?
just Turo. It's just
Just
Turo that I'm
Turo.
using.
All right, Turo provides a link to the vehicle, correct?
Uh, it's kind of like Airbnb where it's just an algorithm of vehicles.
With Airbnb, if you wanted to send me the link to a listing, you could, right?
Oh yes.
You want to send me the link to a car, you could.
Yes.
So that's really good because that is what advertising is. So what I would say is, Patrick, you got an extra 8,000 in revenue here, and you got two cars, one seats up to 8 people. It's a family experience, and they're having a good time. What I would do is I would take that link and I would put it in Google Ads, and I would market it as a rental vehicle, and I would use all the keywords of that rental vehicle. I would say for the Ford Bronco 2022, spacious, family oriented, having a good time. I do a little bit more research on like what like your actual thing is, and say, you know, you could go to like Waikiki or Honolulu or whatever islands that you're at, and this car would provide the ultimate experience, right? The ultimate
Yes.
experience at the lowest cost. It's kind of like what I did out here for y'all boys, man. You know what I'm saying? Ultimate experience, lowest motherfucking cost. That
Yes,
shit
sir.
is unforgettable because like for me to explain what I've done would be something I have to put time into putting into words. So what I would recommend is using, like, first of all, after this conversation, I would use ChatGPT to break down your fleet. Or for real, send me your profile on Turo so I can do research on you and help grow you and help get you to scale. Because this
Okay.
is what the fuck I do, baby. So let's say,
Yes, sir.
like I say, Patrick, do you have a business credit card? You say, yes, I do have a fucking business card. I don't even care if it's a personal credit card. Do you have a credit card in general? Please tell me you have a
I got
credit
a credit
card.
card. Yes.
Yes, all right, fantastic. So what I would say is, look, what we're gonna do is we're gonna scale your business, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna spend $20 a day advertising your credit card on Google Ads, because you need to understand Google Ads. So what's gonna happen is you're gonna spend a total of $600 for that month. But in a 30-day period, you know, if this was day one and this was day 30, what you're gonna do is you're gonna be spending $20 a day advertising your Ford Bronco or advertising your Honda Odyssey, and you're gonna have more bookings. You're gonna have more people booking that car. You're gonna have that car booked out to fucking March, April. You're gonna have the car booked out to fucking May. The car's gonna be so fucking booked, you'll have the profits already, and you're gonna have no choice but to go and buy more cars. You see, that's how scaling works.
Yes, sir.
How would you feel
Is
if
that something
all of
that I
your
could do? Like,
go ahead,
oh,
talk to me, ask the
is
questions.
that like I wanted to be Bathy with this, and possibly build me a website where I don't need Turo as a way to as the main source of income is basically what I'm saying. Like, if there's a way that I could have my own website, have my own personal, um, instead of me relying heavy on Turo, because if Turo shuts off, like say tomorrow, I would be fucked. You know what I mean?
You're thinking very smart because you want to
Yeah.
build your home on your own land. Never rent the land, own your fucking land, my boy. If Turo gets bought out
Yes.
by Google and turns into like some stupid, you know, ChatGPT web app later for a video game, you're fucked, right?
Yes.
So, what I am talking to you about right now is called a system. Advertising is a system. And what that means is that, like, for example, do you know what Publix is?
Publix. That's is that the grocery store you're talking about?
It's a grocery store here in Florida. What's the grocery store in which island are you in?
Kauai.
Kauai. What's the island in Kauai? I mean, what's the grocery store in Kauai?
The grocery store, like Big Save.
Big Save. Okay. Big Save uses something called turn right psychology. Every single grocery store uses this. They know that you're going to turn right, so they put all the foods in the way that you most likely buy them by turning right. So a system knows for a fact that Patrick is going to walk into this store. He's going to turn right. We're going to sell him all the meats. We're going to sell him all the produce. We're going to sell him all the chocolate. He's going in the line. Some drinks too. He's going in the line. That is a system. The system works every fucking time. It's called a funnel on the internet. A funnel is like, let's say like OnlyFans, right? We got this horny motherfucker who's a sad, desperate simp coming in. He goes, he gets the arousal, he does what he does, and then he leaves. Let's do another system because that one's gross. You need like muscles, right? You are someone looking for muscles. You go to the gym, you work out like a motherfucker, you leave buff. So what I'm doing is I'm creating for you the system. The website holds systems. You can have your system before you made Bayate, and that would only make his website development even better. So what does that mean?
Right.
That gives you all the power. So what is the system? The system is Patrick, spend $1 on what? What the fuck am I spending the dollar on? What is the system? I'm spending the dollar on travel logistics. I'm spending it on car transportation. So I know if I spend this fucking dollar, because I've mastered my system so perfectly, that my system is so valuable, you can't create this on day one. I had to build it and build it and build it and build it by hand. So this system where I'm spending $20 a day on Google ads, and now my car is booked out all fucking month long, I decide, you know what? I'm going to scale now. I'm going to spend $30 a day next month because it already booked up. I already have the cash. I already have the profits. Why am I not going to take the profit and reinvest? And that's scaling. You feel
Yeah.
me? Now that I'm spending $30 a day
Yes.
this month, I'm spending $40 a day. Bro, I have a personal record of making $60,000 in a month off 1 month just using that, just those two numbers, 20 and 30.
Wow.
And I have
Wow.
a personal record of making $80,000 in 1 day. And I'm trying to beat
Whoa.
that shit, son. I'm trying to beat
Whoa,
that shit,
yo,
son.
let's go.
Let's
Let's
fucking
go.
go, right?
Yes, sir.
That's what this
Damn.
is all about. Brothers teaching brothers how to make that dough, how to make that guap, how to make these things happen. Because it isn't that money is the result of like internet flexing. It's that money is the result of a discipline. Money is the result of mathematics. Money is really understanding numbers. And when you understand your money and your numbers and your system, there's nothing that you can do but scale. So let's talk about, since I've opened the door to scaling a little bit, ask me some questions or tell me what you think that means for your profit and for your benefit.
Well, as far as my benefit of scaling, I mean, fuck, everybody likes more money, but it would make me, if I scale it to the point where I don't have to get another job while I'm flight training, and I could fully go into flight training with my best foot forward, have my mindset on that the whole way. I mean, that would just get me quicker into like the career path that I wanted to be in. Um,
Right, right.
Scaling, um, another thing. I mean, that would mean more employees, more money for the people that I have to
Yes,
take care of.
yes. You're
That
thinking
would be
smart. Keep going, bro.
that would be amazing. I mean, like if because these two individuals are my personal friends that are
Mhm.
not in the situation that I would say I'm in, and the fact that I can give them more money, more, you know, more things that they can use to change their life. I mean, that's just huge. That I can like that I am relied on to provide for these guys is really huge for me. And if I can add more people to the crew, I mean, to be able to just provide a job for people is like really really important for me too.
I understand that completely because like you're in a very, very rare position where you have more profit than debt. So the natural logical conclusion for me, and you could run this by all the business entrepreneurs, talk to them, say, listen, you go to any of them and say, I have a surplus of profit. I have 20 cars. I don't know what to do. Even though you probably know what to do, just say, I don't know what to do to pick their brain. And if you do that, what's most likely going to happen is that they're going to say you need to go to scale because you're in a profitable situation. So you have a business. The most logical thing for you to do is invest in yourself and to grow your business. You feel me? So let's say,
Yeah.
all right,
Yes.
what I would suggest right now is your best thing to learn right now would be Google ads and TikTok ads. I specialize in Google ads and TikTok ads. I don't always recommend Facebook ads for people at first because I personally find that until you understand advertising from Google ads being the easiest and most cheapest way to advertise, I've always found Google ads in the beginning to be the most expensive. That's my personal opinion from doing it.
Okay.
So Google ads is like you spend $20 a day advertising. TikTok is like penny on the dollar advertising. You feel me? Oh,
Yeah.
I love you, sweetheart. You're so cute. Don't worry, sweetie. You're good. You're good. So look. Like what I would do personally is I would use Google ads to advertise Hawaii and Google ads to advertise to the US. And then if you're banging out TikTok videos, all of that is demonstrating Hawaii locally, Hawaii locally, Hawaii locally. So what's going to happen is that you have the competition that are trying to undercut you. But the competition cannot beat the fact that you have TikTok going to their phone the second that they fucking get there. You can't beat the fact that you dominated your local space in advertising dollars. Also, Snapchat. So let's say that you're spending that money on Snapchat ads, you're spending that money on TikTok ads. The moment a person comes from the US or wherever the fuck they're coming from, and they touch down in Hawaii and you're spending advertising dollars, it is an absolute guarantee that their cell phone is going to show Patrick's fleet, Patrick's Bronco, Patrick's Honda Odyssey. It's absolutely guaranteed that they'll see that. And because of like, let's say that, it hits 2,000 people and you're only getting 10% and 20 people book your cars and you start tracking that number.
That's a lot. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. That. I'll be stoked on 20 people for sure.
This is a guaranteed domination of the game. You feel me?
For sure. I mean,
so,
Chris,
go ahead.
I know you're like in the whole matchmaking and whatnot. I mean, do you think it's possible to have like a matchmaking process where because a lot of hosts think the same way as me and they're a little pissed that hosts are undercutting each other. Is there a way that we could make a matchmaking between the host and the guest? Is that something that's possible?
So when you say matchmaking, are you saying matchmaking as finding true love?
No, as in like so and so, like guests want a good, affordable vehicle. Hosts want to give for X amount of money, but they don't want to do it and they feel like they can't do it because they're competing with so many hosts that undercut. Like they want, like, so say guests want so and so vehicle, host wants so and so price. Is there a way that I could possibly offer a service where I can be that middleman to get the booking for the say host?
Yes, and you just answered the question with one word. You just answered the question yourself, and it's called offers, right? And all you have to do is enhance your offer language. Like, let me ask you a question, bro. Do you want a cheeseburger for $5, or do you want a double stack cheeseburger and French fries and soda and a bag of chips and a free cheeseburger when you come back for $5?
I'm gonna want all that for sure.
It's offer language. You feel me? Those motherfuckers are lowering the price against you, but that doesn't beat packages. That doesn't beat offer language. That doesn't beat value. It never beats value. So that's what you have to do. You have to innovate. Okay, I'm offering my car for 40. They're offering the car for 20. I'm going to offer my shit for 60 and pack in more value, motherfucker. I don't give a fuck what you do, because you can undercut your price, but you still ain't shit compared to the boy who offers motherfucking value. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If that comes down to like how Uber people do, if that means putting chocolate in the cart, that means selling an experience. If that means saying ask ChatGPT, how much value can I offer in an advertisement? And then we put that advertisement on Google, and then we put it on video on TikTok. There is no fucking way to lose. You will scale bookings to the point where you will have so much revenue, you're going to have to get more cars and more staff.
Yes, sir. I got you.
You're in that position. You just don't have the training to know that. But I'm going to give you that training, and we're going to make sure that you have that. So have you ever used Google Ads before?
Never did.
So between that and then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to develop a course for you. I'm going to put it in here. I'm going to make sure that you watch the videos and answer the questions so that I know that you went through the course and you did it. You'll be able to do Google ad scaling. And that's what the main money, this is called ad spend. Main money I ever made in my life, bro. Ad spend. You take that motherfucking cash, you sell that motherfucking cash, or you sell your product and you get back that motherfucking cash. The only thing that we're doing it through is always the medium. You could be selling, like, I know a debauchery ass girl out here, she be selling sex toys. I know motherfuckers out here selling experiences. I know motherfuckers out here selling yachts. There's people on the internet selling products. You just figure out what medium you're transitioning your dollars through. And that's how you get known, right? And that's how you pitch yourself. Like, I'm known as a matchmaker, also entrepreneur. You're known as a tour guide. Oh, did you pick yourself in Fresh and Fit? You asked them some questions, right? Yo, real quick side note. What did you ask Fresh and Fit? I know I asked you this when we was at South Beach.
Well, I asked Fresh on the side if he had any people in the Turo industry and whatnot, but it kind of went
it was not my niche. It's more exotics. He only knew people in his network for exotics, and I was looking to see if I could get somebody in the more economy route.
I got you. I'm
Um,
gonna give you another brother to hit up that's in that route.
but that's the only thing I asked Fresh on the side.
Yeah, do it. Don't worry, my boy. I'm gonna find this guy right now. I think his username is like YY Sneaker Chief or something like that. Yep, there it is. All right, look, I want you to hit up Mario right after this phone call and tell him about everything. Message him about everything. I talked to Chris. Chris routed you back to me. I do Turo. I was talking to Fresh. Fresh, give him every detail. He should be able to give you some good answers.
Okay.
Also, me and him have not talked for a long time. And in 2023 to 2025, there has been a lot of growth on my end. So he might not even know what the fuck has happened between then and now. This
Yeah, I'll
is
give this guy a
wild,
follow
bro.
for sure.
Yeah, follow him and send him some messages, like for show. I'm also giving
So
you his number.
YY Sneaker Chief, YY
Yeah,
Sneaker Chief is he's the
he also
Turo guy.
used to flip. He also used to flip fucking sneakers like you. All y'all boys are so similar, bro.
It all starts with bro. You already know. Freaking, I can't say this stuff out in public, man. I was gonna make a joke,
Bro,
but never mind.
I was gonna say, Patrick, you really are someone who needs to be wearing do-rags, bro.
You're that joke.
Yo, fucking legends out
Oh
here for
man.
sure. And then I'm gonna send you his phone number right now. Hold on, this is what we're doing, bro. We networking right now. I really want you to talk to him about scaling because I'm gonna give you my opinion on scaling. He'll give you his opinion on scaling. Well, let me see if I got it in the phone. I got it right over here. Let's see. Where you at, Mario? Hey, homie, you online? Yeah. All right, I'm gonna send you his number right now.
Oh, show. Perfect. I appreciate that, Chris.
Of course, bro. I got you. And I'm gonna just take a screenshot of this shit because you can only do so much between the apps right now. But he's really that guy because, like I said, he already became a millionaire from this. So that's kind of the path that I want you to be on. And I want you to advertise, bro, because I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You have a surplus of cash. With that surplus of cash, you need to reinvest. In order to reinvest, the best medium to do that is through two advertising platforms, Google Ads and TikTok Ads. My best strategy for you would be to say is that like you're not just renting the Ford Bronco, but you're also selling an experience on top of the Ford Bronco. So you're saying my Ford Bronco is going to be at the best price. We don't give a fuck what the price is. You make up the price. But it's giving the best value. So it comes with XYZ for the value, and it's going to give you the best experience for XYZ. So like, let's say that you're selling it to families, or let's say that you're selling it to entrepreneurs. Like, who is your most targeted tourist? What do you see the most coming to Hawaii in Kauai, right?
Yes.
Uh, who comes the
It's just
most?
it's a bunch of families, honestly. Always a mom,
Families.
dad, two kids. Most.
It's always the traditional dad who's on a business trip or some shit, right?
Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Conferences. Got some time with the family. Want something nice to ride.
So in one strategy, you're advertising to him for a value, and then to the wife, if you don't know anything about sales, let me tell you something, brother. The world, like Big Mo would say, shout out to Big Mo. Big Mo would say, the world is frustratingly blue pill. And he's right. Because if you were to be at any of these retail locations right now, and I'm selling, the best way to make a sale is to sell to the wife. And what do you sell
Yes,
to the
sir.
wife? She don't give a
Oh,
fuck about money or numbers or value. She likes experiences.
yes, sir.
So you need to be approaching that at both ends. You need to be doing value and experiences. You know what? I'm gonna actually run up. I'm gonna run up a mock one right now. You got time for this, yeah?
Yes, sir. I work at the
All
top
right.
of the hour, but
Yo,
should be okay,
listen.
right?
I wasn't trying to tell everybody about your strip club, bro.
Bro, don't do that.
I'm just kidding, y'all boys.
No, no, bro.
Okay, can you hear
Oh
me?
man,
All right, hold on,
I
hold
hear
on.
you.
What we're doing right now is we're scaling a Turo business, and we're going to be advertising a Ford Bronco 2022 on Google Ads and a Honda Odyssey that seats 8 people and has leather on Google Ads. And it's out in Kauai. And what I really want to do is get to the point where I'm paying for advertising on TikTok. So I need you to give me the keywords on selling to families who are traditional, who have husbands, who are looking for value. And also, I want you to give me experiences that will be marketed more to the wives. Help me sell a really good package and a really good experience. Give me some super beautiful key points that make it an unforgettable experience, because I have really done my due diligence in the tourism field to understand how to deliver the top-notch customer experience in this lane. All right, now let's see what this thing prints up.
Is that ChatGPT?
ChatGPT right now, my boy. And I'm going to send this to you.
Yes, sir.
Articulating and prompting is key, and then, niching it down, and then executing, right? So we got, again, keywords already. Best family car rental, affordable SUV rental in Kauai, rent a spacious family car, best deals on Ford Bronco in Kauai, best deal on Honda Odyssey. So, hitting the wives, luxury family van rental, most comfortable family car in Kauai, safe and spacious car rental for kids, leather seat van rental, premium SUV rental. Now the experiences. I'm going to read this as quick as I can. Experience and package marketing for husbands. No hidden fees, just honest pricing. You know how important it is to keep a budget tight on family vacations. Our pricing is transparent and our vehicles are well maintained. So you have to don't have to worry about unexpected costs. And of course, like, I know how to, this is very basic. I know how to get more value into these postings. For wives, the ultimate comfort for your family. No stress for the pair of eyes. Gorgeous scenic drives made easy. That one's a good one. Gorgeous scenic drives made easy. Drive through breathtaking Napali coast. Explore secret beaches and feel tropical breezes, all from a car designed for total relaxation. That one is a fucking banger. That's the kind of shit that you're selling. Because again, they're going to $20. You're selling a gorgeous scenic drive, motherfucker. It's a completely different game. They want to undercut. Yep. We want to over deliver value. It's completely different mentality, boy.
Fuck yeah.
Yep, and then it's got TikTok. So, like, data proved why SUV van is the best rental for Kauai. Wife perspective, how I made our Kauai trip hassle-free. Bro, I'm putting all of this in school for you. All this I'm going to put in the school platform for you specifically. But,
hey, Chris, a quick question.
Go ahead, brother.
So I have no idea what with like TikTok ads and Google ads and whatnot. If I do know like a big demographic of my people that I rent my vehicles out to, is older folks also. Is that like, because I know they're probably not too like familiar with like say TikTok and whatnot. Am I still going to be able to target that demographic also?
100%. Let me explain why.
Okay, gotcha.
The largest growing TikTok user base was people in their 50s and 60s last year.
Oh, okay.
Which blows my mind, because you're thinking, TikTok kids. But, bro, believe it or not, I be having conversations with my own mom, and she be using fucking TikTok. Like, it really does, bro. There's not so much to do on the phone, and TikTok is being used a lot. So what you'll learn about advertising is demographics. That is why it's so important to know what you just said. What you just said makes me so excited. My heart is jumping for joy. The fact that you said, I know who I'm selling to. It's older people. Are older people on TikTok? Yes, they are. Because when you get on these advertising platforms, you can say, I specifically do not want to sell to 18 and 20-year-olds. I specifically want to sell to 40 and 60-year-olds. I want my dollar for them. This is called a system. Biotate's websites only enhances systems. If you bring him the system, he's going to be jumping for joy. He's going to be like, holy shit, this guy gave me an absolute objective. So I know what the fuck I'm building it for. He's not going to give you like a website and then you're going to say, no, change the website to do this now. and he says, okay, now I gotta do more work. You're saying, yo, look, here's the system. He says, I fucking got you, my bro.
Yes, sir.
So
I
that is
yeah.
let me tell you, like, for example, when you think about something and you see it on Instagram, you ever had that experience?
Seen something and are thinking on Instagram?
Like you think about
Sorry,
something
say
and
that
it
one more
shows
time.
up. Have you ever thought about something and then it shows up
Oh
on your
yeah,
explore
all the
page?
time. Yeah.
I
Yes, for
used to
sure.
do that shit. I do that. That's what I do. You feel me? Let me explain
Yeah.
how. I used to sell centerpieces, which is a majority female product. You, as a dude, you don't know what the fucking centerpiece is, do you?
Yeah. No, I was gonna ask what is that.
Because you're a bro. You have no idea what the fuck that is.
Bro,
Because
what is it?
a centerpiece is like, let's say that you graduated college and your mom wanted to put like a graduation hat on the table
Okay.
made of styrofoam.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
That decorative
Gotcha.
thing is called a centerpiece. That shit was made out of styrofoam. I used to make bank off fucking styrofoam, bro. Wild. So here's
Damn.
what Google ads and TikTok ads and Instagram ads allow you to do. You can say, I want to target women between the ages of 30 and 60 who drink wine at 3 p.m., who have kids in school, who are watching Oprah Winfrey, who read this book. Because I know that I want to target them specifically, I want to show them a centerpiece and they'll buy. Like, that's how deep advertising goes. And that is what you are lacking. You need advertising and you need marketing. That will 10x you. The way that ChatGPT is out there now, how fast that shit is, this is what 10x's your brand. So now you're saying, oh yeah, yo, I'm talking to Chris, I was making $8,000, I'm spending ads, now I'm making $80,000 a month. I got all this extra revenue now, I don't know what the fuck to do except move out to Miami and hang out with the boys.
With the boys every weekend. Let's go.
Let's fucking go. Holy shit! If we go out every weekend, bro, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up.
Oh man, I definitely won't. I'll be on training wheels for the whole time.
But let me say this: Andrew Tate has been spotted in Wynwood 2 times. It's
Oh
Saturday.
my gosh.
I'm going to Wynwood
That's
tonight,
crazy.
bro.
You're gonna go find a bro.
I'm running into you, Andrew. I'm gonna say what
Bro.
up to the top G, to Tristan, and Draymond, bro. Let's go.
Shake his hand for me, please. Oh man. Oh, that's so dope.
And I know
Holy
you know Wynwood very well, brother.
Yes, sir. I already know what street. I forgot what the street was, but then that was a funny street.
So this is exactly what scaling would be, right? I would want you on TikTok. I would want you to scale upwards because the first time that you spend your first $20, you're immediately going up and scaling, right? Now, I'm going to send you a quick copy and paste of like an idea of what these packages are. But this was the first idea that ChatGPT spit out. And that's just like an idea of the package. We can definitely do way better. I know I can do way better. See if it just hit your phone. But like, these are the kind of things that you're selling, and these are the kind of ideas that you're having when you're putting it into video. So like, let me give you a really good example, right? When you see a YouTuber and they got like 20 million views on the video and you don't understand how they got there, Google Ads is how they got there. Who are they advertising to? Probably not you if you're a researcher like me, but like they're advertising to a specific core audience. Your core audience that you defined is the older dads and the older moms who are out on family vacations, who have a traditional job, that are making a ton of money, that are going out to Hawaii because it's probably part of a business trip or a family trip, right? So that's your demographic, and you know who you're selling to. You're not selling to the strippers. You're not selling to the trap lords. You're not selling to random people on the street. You have a defined audience. You're not in the fitness niche. You're not in the health brands. You're in the travel industry all the way. So there, and as you said, how many billion does the travel industry make?
Dude, it's with the car. Are we talking the car rental industry? Is like a $25 billion industry.
Okay.
Just,
And all we was talking about so far is you just want 80,000 of that per month. And we're giving you the scale to get there. You feel me? There's no reason you can't go up to 800,000. We just got to refine a lot of conversations to get there.
yes, sir.
But what I am going to do is I'm going to build you a course on Google Ads, and I'm going to build you a course on TikTok. And we're also going to talk more about Google Ads. We're going to talk more about TikTok to get you an understanding. And how soon can I get you in Google Ads playing with it?
Dude, I'm off from Monday to Thursday.
Do you have a
So
Gmail for Turo?
I do not. I have to create one.
All right, that's the first step. Step number one, create a Gmail specifically for it and run everything through that Gmail.
Okay.
So yeah, step one. And does your business have a name?
It's some corny ass name, but I definitely want to change that up if I'm gonna go on to the private realm.
All right, so
Uh,
look, this is where branding comes in, motherfucker. Welcome
yeah,
to the void.
for
This is what we're about to
for
do.
sure. Yeah, I need to
What
get a
we're gonna
better
do is we're
branding
gonna
for
make a
mine.
Gmail, and you want to think about the Gmail being on a business card because it probably will be
Okay.
on a business card. Imagine if you got a chance to pass out all your business cards to the Brotherhood. We would love that. You feel me? We'd all keep that
Sure.
because you're refining a system now. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a Gmail for you, and your homework is to create a name. I don't care how you create the name. Ask your mom, ask ChatGPT, ask your homies, come up with it yourself. I don't give a fuck. But whatever that name is, it's going to be consistent throughout all your social media. By the way, you're also going to make all of the social media platforms, and you're going to put them in a link tree. You understand that, right? So
Yes.
whatever the name is, I'm writing down your homework now. We're gonna come up with a name for your brand. We're gonna make that name consistent across all social media platforms: Snapchat, YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, all of it. It's all gonna have the same name. I lost, I uploaded the conversation for Join Revenue Mentor. I uploaded the conversation we had to YouTube. They took down my YouTube channel. I had 500 fucking videos on there. Now I gotta
Yeah.
start again. They took down my Instagram.
Yo.
I gotta start again. So what I'm going to do is come up with some variation of the name, and it's still going to be stuck to the brand. But I only know how to do that kind of thing because of skill set and years in the game. But we're starting off here. You're going to keep a consistent name for your Gmail, consistent name throughout the social media, and you're going to play with Google Ads. Also, you're going to play with TikTok ads, but Google Ads would be the foundation, and TikTok ads would be more like a sign spinner who stands outside of your location and is spinning the sign when you're there. That makes the most sense, in my opinion, to you. And once you're at another level of scaling, maybe month 2, month 3, then you can shoot videos that are for people like me in Florida to come out and travel to you. But getting an entire human being to travel and then convert, that's a little bit more detailed than it is to already have them like moving. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So our goal is to book out your cars further into the months.
Yes.
You feel me? So if we can, our goal is booking, right? Booking. We want these cars so fucking booked. You have no choice but to take all that profit and say, listen, motherfucker, I love doing the tour guide stuff, but I gotta go buy some more cars right now. I hope you guys keep me, but I gotta go buy some more cars right now. Like, keep me employed, motherfucker. But I'm building a fleet.
Yeah. Yes, sir. I got you.
Saying?
Yeah.
You don't even gotta quit. See how long you can stay on the payroll, bro.
Oh, bro, that's what. Like I told you, that's my main source of them girls, bro. That's my main source. But fuck, they come. They come. I
And
already told you.
also, if your Gmail has the name and your social media has the name, what do you think the website will be eventually? The name, right?
The name. Yeah.
There you go. So that's what we're building out here. Right now, your homework is to make a Gmail, and we're building a brand. And the goal of the brand is to get booking. And after you hit up Mario, which is also your homework, and after you hit up Beck, which is also your homework, you want to probably scale from 20 cars to 40 cars this year.
Yeah. Yes.
You feel me? And there's something that I think,
sir.
What was his name? And that's kind of the point of the school platform, right? I think it's Ty Lopez. And I've met Ty Lopez out here. Do you know who Ty Lopez is?
I completely forgot what you're trying to tell me who he was, but I completely forgot who he was.
Don't worry, brother. Take a quick second to Google Ty Lopez so I can continue this talk. T-A-I Lopez.
Good to see you out and about. How you doing? What for?
Sorry, just waiting for this to spin. It's spinning right now.
No,
Ty
you're good,
Lopez,
brother.
YouTuber.
Do you see a picture of him?
Yep.
That guy. So I've
Yeah,
talked
I
to
see
him
him.
multiple times. I've talked to him in real life. I've talked to him on the internet. Do some research on him, and this is what he says. He says, take your 10-year goal, cram it into 6 months.
Right.
And that is the one advantage you have of being 26 years old. You have more energy than the rest of us, brother. Because your boy's losing his voice and getting tired of all this shit. You know what I'm saying? You literally, what we're gonna do, that is gonna be the founding tenement of school is speed. What we need to accomplish is having these conversations and getting it done in speed. I'm writing out your life plan here in 3 different pages already, but I want to accomplish more using speed. Educate is huge on using speed. I want you to get this shit done as
Oh,
fast as
yep,
fucking
yep.
possible. So what's going to happen is, like, by the next time we have a conversation, my goal would basically be to be like, hey, listen, we're going to scale up your bookings. You're going to have an excess in profit from bookings. With that excess in profit, you're going to have 20 more cars. And because of this 20 more cars, you're going to have to scale again. You're going to have to put more. And now instead of spending $20 a month or $20 a day, you're at a point where you're spending $200 a day. Now you hit the market capital. Now that I have so many fucking cars, I have no choice but to keep this business over here, but move and do it somewhere else. I want you to have big money problems. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
That is that is the game plan. And as we're wrapping up, I guess this part of stuff, you feel me? Which there's no time, there's no pressure. There's no pressure at all. I'm enjoying the fuck out of this conversation. I just want you to know we have a direction and we know where we're going right now. Because you're going to aviation school. You're going to aviation school. You're going to be selling watches. You're going to be doing Turo. Give me some questions you have probably about advertising or some ideas that you have or some innovations that you have or some thoughts that you have as your forward momentum.
I mean, I want to, me scaling this business and being able to get bookings through advertisements, I wanted to make sure that, you know, I could probably offer a service where my advertisements are bringing in so many bookings that I can branch out to. And this is possibly another way of me scaling is to branch out to other hosts if I could offer their vehicles on my platform and make a little bit of a cut off of them because of the same problems like I was telling you that hosts are undercutting us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because like, okay, let's talk about building your own website for a second, right? All you need
Yep.
for Turo is a calendar integration. That's it.
Yep.
And Viatek can build
Gotcha.
calendar integration. So let's say that you were a girl and the world works a lot easier for girls. And your whole brand was
For sure.
Barbie cars, pink everything, right? Barbie, Barbie, Barbie.
Yep.
Lincoln bio Barbie girls, they would just say, book me on Calendly. Or there are other automated calendar platforms than Calendly, like book me through Google Calendar, Calendly, Acuity. There's a bunch of them, right? Viatek can build a calendar into the website. So if you didn't have Turo booking according to the day per unit, you can still outsource that and have the car that you have privately booked out to the unit. And that would be a private, right? That's like the ultimate thing for you is having a private brand, privatizing the
Right.
service, right? Because you're stuck
Correct.
on, you started on Turo, but privatization is the ultimate goal because if you have privatization, now you're making, $80,000 a month, $800,000 a month, damn near a fucking million a month. You're like, yo, why don't I have my own fucking car business? It only makes sense that I built the brand with Chris. I know the name. I have all this excess money. I need to come out here and just duplicate my system. Because when I, Patrick, buy a fucking car, I know I make that car spit out fucking money. My cars are money printers. And I know my cars are money printers because you can't get any experience other than from my vehicles. When a fucking brokey touches a car, they don't get anywhere near the same fucking value out of that car as I do because I know how to sell an experience on a motherfucking car, my boy. That's who you are. You feel me?
Yeah, for sure. I got you. Yeah, yeah.
So privatization is something that Viatek could build for you in a 24-hour period. The migration is customers, because Turo gets its customers from being a platform specifically for cars. You would essentially be competing with Turo. So the only way to compete with that is this advertising, because advertising gives you something that you probably heard of before on Shark Tank: cost of customer acquisition. Have you ever heard of that before?
I have heard that on Shark Tank. Yes.
Cost of customer acquisition. So what is the customer for? The customers for traveling, the customers for rides, the customers for using a car, rent a car. Well, how much does it cost me to buy much does it cost me to get a customer? Do I spend $1 and get 2 customers? Do I spend $20 and get 2 customers? Do I spend $100 and get 2 customers? Scaling is that you're spending the most money in the beginning to gather data. Data is gold, and the data tells you about the profile of your customers. So the more money that you spend in advertising through this Gmail account, the more data that you have. And your data is so valuable, Patrick, that kind of like when we were having a conversation with Roger, which we should probably bring Roger into one of these automation-based conversations. But we got to do the work before we bring it to Roger so he can pick it apart. Is that
Absolutely.
once
Yes.
we have
Absolutely.
so
Yes.
much data on your customer profile, the older men, I'm Patrick. I spend $1,000 advertising out here in Miami. I know for sure that my $1,000 is refined with so much data that I get 100 customers. When you're at that level, you have entrepreneur business leverage power. You have negotiation power. You have, I can sell this motherfucker to Google power. You have all kinds of power in just the data. The data is worth more than it actually happening on the road, because the data tells us that with Patrick's system, it happens on the road. You feel me?
Sir.
So I'll be honest,
It's exciting,
brother.
man.
The data and the record of the data is more valuable than your entire business, because you don't have any way to sell your business other than to sell your profile, right? Your
Yes.
data is the gold. So today, how does that get better? Well, data leads to automation. Automation is done by AI, which I have a whole different opinion on AI than most people. But that automation and that artificial intelligence spitting out all this information gives you more automation. Automation saves time. Automations 4-hour work week. Automations Roger. Automations lead to educations and like being on the side of the table like me. Like how you and me kind of see the world as being able to teach people how to do exactly what you're doing in a super supreme large goal, which, by the way, PJ also owns education-based companies, exactly what I'm doing right here, right now. So we are all ultimately on this path together, brother. You know that you have a tunnel that you've been in. You have a path to go through. You have a journey that you're on, and you know you have a brotherhood that wants to lift you up to the ultimate seats of that journey. You feel me?
Yes, sir.
But what I want you to do is to play with Google Ads after you make that Gmail account, and play with it in terms of booking, and put your credit card inside of the Google Ads. If all that is done,
Okay.
we could talk about building out a campaign for booking. A campaign is just the sub name of what you would be selling. So what happens is you'll spend $1 advertising right now your Turo links, but one day we'll switch out the Turo links for your private links. So we're already building the foundation for my boy to be fucking winning. You get me? So
Yes,
right
sir.
now you'll be spending $20 a day advertising your Turo car, and then you'll be spending $20 a day advertising your brand. And then at some point you'll see you're getting the same amount of customer, and you'll say, why the fuck am I helping Turo? What I'm doing that for? I can outdo all these motherfuckers, because the one thing that they don't have is your eyes on the ground, your ability to flip shoes, your ability to talk to girls, and your ability to hustle. They, at the end of the day, they don't have the sauce. And ultimately, the sauce is Patrick.
Yes, sir. I got
So
you.
this is scaling your value. This is scaling Patrick's value all the way up. You feel me, Big G?
Mm-hmm. I got you.
Ask me a couple more questions. Any ideas?
Um, shoot. Top of my head, I don't honestly have any other questions, man. Like, I know I can hit you on your line for sure. On the side if that's cool with you.
Bro, listen, I'm gonna, all right, I got you. I'm gonna give you a couple things. First of all, I didn't mean to cut you off. Finish your thought.
Oh no, that was basically it. That was it.
So yeah, my brother, I talked to Griot last night, and Griot was like, "Yo, bro, you know Patrick? What the fuck?"
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
What were you guys doing?
He hits up brothers in a way where he can build out packages of like, and I've taught him how to do this, how to like build out packages that will help you. Let's say for you doing TikTok, right? Now you have a focus. Now, you get me? And your focus, you understand like why am I doing videos? Do I want to be an influencer? Do I want to be funny? Fuck all that shit. I am focused on this, the Turo thing. I'm focused on the card thing. Because of your focus, if he comes out there and he shoots videos for you, you could say, look, Rio, I'll pay you this to do X, Y, Z, right? And in the beginning, you're probably going to just do it rough. You're probably going to do your own videos, your own shit, and I'll guide you on how to do that. So a couple takeaways. As you know, my boy, you are free for life. But I do want you to talk about what's happened here. I want you to talk to the brothers about what we talked about. Tell Julian what we talked about. Tell Roger what we talked about so we can set up more appointments with them. When I put this as paid, please talk about this with people so we can bring them in here and say, hey, listen,
Absolutely.
I got this value and I'm in there for free. But, if you pay XYZ, you're going to be in here and you're going to be getting the value that's helping me grow. You're literally going to see me basking and glowing. And where am I getting that glow from? The brotherhood right here.
Yes, sir.
I want you to be able to talk about this, bring more people into this, and execute on this, my boy. You fucking feel me?
Yes, sir. Absolutely. I got you, bro. I got you.
And then, right before we head out of here, man, is there any shout outs that you got? You know what I'm saying? Anybody that you want to shout out? Even maybe that lady, bro. No, I'm playing. Who you need to shout out, bro?
Dude, shout out Chris. You are the man, Chris. You are the freaking man. We're gonna go shout out the Tates. Shout out to the bros. Finally free here in beautiful Florida. Absolutely stoked for that. Shout out to the Airbnb squad, TC, Roger, Bythane, Julian, the two Julians, Tarzan, freaking Tarzan, bro,
You
Tarzan.
got
That guy's,
Tarzan pregnant. Side note.
bro, absolutely. Oh, hey, we keep that on the low.
That's jokes.
Kent, Kaz, Tom. My good, you gotta get Tom on. You gotta get Tom,
Bro, I don't know what happened to Tom. Somebody got to call Tom, bro. He's
bro.
hiding
Like
in exile right now.
bro, he left so quick. Like, bro, like, and he
You
hasn't
gotta
opened.
understand. We
Bro,
roast you in the beginning, but there's an ultimate like you'll be free at one point.
yeah. Oh my goodness, Sammy, Jason,
Shout
man,
out to
shout out,
Tom's GoFundMe.
bro. You need to drop the link, bro. I'm serious. Everybody, everybody, donate increments of eights. Only eights. But well, man, am I missing anybody else on in the Airbnb squad?
Bro, they gonna have to. Where can they find you, Patrick?
They can find me on Instagram. It's a work in progress, but it's Patrick, PatrickEsteban with an underscore. Follow me on Instagram. I'm trying to build that up. Chris is gonna help me.
We don't use the
And
word trying. You're going to build that up, and you're going to make that Instagram fucking perfect.
yeah, we're gonna work on that, Chris. You need
Yes,
to help me
sir.
on that because you told me it was Tom level Instagram. So, bro, you need to. No, I'm serious. You're gonna have to help me with that eventually. But
I
yeah,
got
shout out
you.
to the boys. Shout out to Fresh Fit and the whole Castle Club. Shout out to you guys. Thank you.
Hell yeah, brother. So we're gonna make some commitments. Commitment number one, we're gonna improve your Instagram. Commitment number two, you're gonna have a second Instagram for your brand. Patrick is Patrick, but the brand is the brand. It is what it is. Then you're going to build an entire social media profiles for your brand. You and me, ultimately, at some point, we'll talk about content. We're going to deliver a lot of content. We're going to deliver a lot of value. You're going to understand Google Ads. You're gonna talk to Mario. You're gonna talk to Beth, and you're gonna talk to other people and network and leverage this. Tell people about school, and we're gonna fucking make it happen in 2025, 2026. Bro, we're looking at our 10-year plan right now. But let's take 10 years of that and shove it into 6 months. You feel me?
Yes, sir. Speed.
Speed.
Yes,
Fuck yeah,
sir.
my boy. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
fucking go.
Yes, sir. Oh man.
Yep. So Patrick, what you and me are gonna do is we're gonna recap probably around next week. I'm gonna send you a summary of our conversation. We're gonna put a lot of work together. But if you want to talk to me earlier, just hit the line, boy. You don't gotta wait for shit. A week is
For
a long
sure.
time. You feel me? Like you know what I'm saying? This city could be painted purple next week. I don't fucking know.
All right.
But keep the chat consistent. And also, if you want to help me out, hit me up through posting on school to keep the school chat active. Everything
As far
that you
as my
put
journey
inside
goes?
school, as far as your journey goes. Hey, Chris, I
Okay.
want this. Yo, Chris, let me ask you this. Anything that you can do to keep the school chat active, bro, I'm calling
sure.
every
Absolutely.
motherfucker I know, putting them in there. A lot of networking will be done. We just did a little bit of networking right here, right now.
Got you. Yeah, man. You've already given me 2 connects that I can go straight to. It's value's there. Value
Big
is there.
facts.
Yes,
Big
sir.
facts, my boy.
Fuck yeah.
Listen, brother, man, I have had nothing but a fantastic time with you. I'm going to end the recording, and then you and me are going to have a little side chat, and then I'm going to let you go. All right, my boy?
Yeah, for sure. I got like 5 minutes. I gotta head to work after this.
All
But
right, no problem. Let me. All right, yo. This has been Revenue Mentor, a.k.a. The Matchmaker. We will see y'all boys soon, man.
yes, sir.